The Detroit Lions have released cornerback Terrion Arnold hours after he appeared in court. Arnold is facing charges in an armed robbery and kidnapping in Tampa. He went before a judge this morning where he was granted bond. Fox 13's Kylie Jones is live in the newsroom with an update for us. Kylie.
Well, Linda, Terrion Arnold is the only defendant in this case to get bond. But hours after that, the Detroit Lions announced on X that the team had released the cornerback. Now, today in court, a state prosecutor argued that Arnold was behind that armed robbery and kidnapping, which was linked to a theft from a home in Largo that he had rented. But Arnold's legal team says there's no evidence he had anything to do with that violent attack. State prosecutors are trying to make their case why Detroit Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold was the one behind a kidnapping and armed robbery in Tampa.
That the only reason that this plan or this act gets off the ground is because of Mr. Arnold.
This case involving this tangled web of suspects happened back in February.
Arnold's the trophy in this case.
Investigators say it was linked to a theft from an Airbnb that Arnold had rented in Largo. About $250,000 in valuables were stolen. Prosecutors say Arnold thought he knew who did it because his stolen phone was tracked to Miami around the same time that one of the men he suspected of stealing the items was in the area. They argue it was Arnold who concocted the original plan to get their things back.
He said that they should lure Jan and Danny to a hotel and press them for information about where their stuff is.
According to prosecutors, some of the suspects lured one of the victims to an apartment, then ambushed him and two friends when they got there. Prosecutors say the victims were beaten and pistol whipped while it was streamed back to the other suspects, including Arnold, until they got there. Arnold's attorney says the only thing there's evidence of him saying is that he was suspicious that two men stole their belongings and wanted to, quote, confront them.
Where the only evidence and the only thing they've shown is, hey, I think we should confront them. That's a crime?
Arnold's legal team went after the evidence that they say the state doesn't have.
Do you have any text messages from him? Zero. Do you have any text messages that suggest Terrion says to hit them, to shoot them, to beat them, to do anything to them? You have zero. Zero. Nothing.
The state admitted its case depends on the credibility of some of the co-defendants, but prosecutors argued that Arnold started the domino effect. All of those other defendants were previously denied bond.
What distinguishes Mr. Arnold from those other six is that he has no hands-on. He never goes into the apartment. There's nothing on his phone, on his social media, on his texts.
The judge sided with the defense, denying the state's motion for pretrial detention and giving Arnold bond. Arnold's bond was set at $1 million. Those two women who were charged in this case pleaded guilty last week. Now, we did reach out to Arnold's management team for a comment on his release. Linda will keep you updated.
All right, Kylie, thank you.